Hey everybody, Smarty771 here, and I I just finished Mass Effect, like literally like 5 minutes ago. I took on playing through all three of the Mass Effect games, and I gotta say, damn, like that was quite a game to play. It was an adventure from the very beginning of the first game to the end of the third game just now. And so let's talk about the ending real quick. Spoiler alert, if you are planning on playing Mass Effect and you haven't yet, or you don't care about the ending being spoiled, then don't watch. Or you do care about, sorry, I'm tired. Or you do care about the ending being spoiled, then don't watch. Okay, you've been warned. So here we go. The ending I picked was the one on the left, the blue ending, which was take control of the Reapers. Because my opinion was, if I killed the Reapers, that would kill all synthetic life as well, which would include like Edie and the Geth and the Quarians, which rely on synthetics for survival at this point. But one thing I noticed was the Reaper's logic seemed kind of iffy. It was like, we destroy all advanced civilizations because those civilizations have a tendency to create synthetic life to better their lives. But by creating synthetic life, by definition, this synthetic life has to surpass the creator's abilities and processes and thinking patterns and stuff. So then ultimately there's a war between synthetics and organics, and therefore the Reapers have to destroy all organics so that this chaos never happens. So once a civilization reaches that point to where that's probably or most likely going to happen, the Reapers show up, destroy everybody, and then leave the younger civilizations to grow and come to that point and do it again and again, and then they call it a cycle. I'm not sure that's a really good reason to end all organic life that has reached the point of getting off of its planet and communicating with other species. The elusive man had the right idea about taking control of them, but he was going about it the wrong way, in the evil way, in the selfish way. Whereas when Shepard was presented the opportunity, it was more of the for the better of mankind and all species way. The Reaper's ideology was a little iffy to me. I mean, it makes sense, but there should be more reason to wipe out life and destroy trillions upon trillions of lives across an entire galaxy than the fact that they're going to go to war with their computers. I mean, haven't they watched Terminator? Like, come on, we already know that that's a very big possibility. But overall, I think that the game was really, really enjoyable. Like, I enjoyed how the games evolved in so many different ways, from the first to the second to the third. The graphics, the gameplay, and the voice acting were three things that I noticed were the biggest aspects to me that evolved along with the games. The graphics, huge improvement. Holy cow! The gameplay. The first game was fun, but it was clunky as hell. Second game improved on it, made it a little better. In the third game, it was just they capitalized on the controls and key bindings and control schemes and gameplay mechanics that they had brought up in the first game. Now, story-wise, the second game seems the most bland to me. Even though I did destroy the collectors, which were a tool of the Reapers, I still feel like the majority of that game was spent on character development. The majority of that game was spent building a team. Now, the third game had a team building aspect to it, but it was much more integrated into the main plot of the game. Whereas the second game, you spent 3/4 of the game finding people to go through this the Omega relay with you, and then also then after you find them, you also have the loyalty missions that you can do for each of the characters, and that just took up the majority of my gameplay, I think. So the second Mass Effect had some good story, but it was mainly a character development stage in the plot, I believe. The first game was the introduction of the major characters like Caden, Ashley, Liara, Rex, Shepard, all those people. And the introduction of the Reapers as well, and who they were and what kind of threat they posed to the entire galaxy. And the third game was pretty much wrapping it all up and finding a way to finally defeat them. It's like the Return of the Jedi type thing going on, where everything is worked up to the moment of the ultimate defeat of the evil. You know, it's pretty much how every story goes. But I believe that the third game had a very good balance of character development and plot advancement towards the climax of the game, which was pretty much the last hour of the game. Which I will talk about the last hour now. How the last levels of actual fighting and gameplay were the fucking hardest of all three of the games. It was ridiculously hard. Like, if you were in my stream and go to the end, the last hour or two of the game, I was cursing up a storm. I was getting so mad because the game was literally, like 30 seconds of a cutscene, and then it would pretty much be survive. That would pop up on the screen, survive or defend this or defend that, and then the game would literally send every single Reaper enemy at you in overwhelming amounts. And these enemies were also like jacked up on something to where when you used to be able to just like headshot twice or one headshot with a sniper rifle or just a couple seconds with a machine gun and they'd be dead, especially the cannibals, I noticed, it would take way longer to kill them, way longer, and it was ridiculous. And I was getting so angry because like the first time was like there were some banshees along with a bunch of marauders and a couple husks and cannibals, and I was like getting kind of mad because I died a few times. I was like, damn, this sucks. So I kept killing them over and over and then dying and killing and dying. Oh, and then the next wave of enemies was a bunch of brutes. There was like 8, 9, or 10 of these motherfuckers coming after me, trying to kill me, killing my teammates, make me run around, either reviving them or trying to find Medigel or ammo for my weapons, because these guys were like coming like groups of 5 and try to surround you. You'd have to just sprint from cover to cover. And then after maybe like 5 or 6 minutes of trying to ward off these guys, a freaking... God, I forgot what they're called. The flying things. I don't know what they're called. The ones that fly and shoot groups of 5 OP shots at you. God. And you had to kill that. And that was ridiculous. There was one time, the second to last time I was attempting that wave, I killed all of the brutes, but then this motherfucker, I ran from one cover to the other, and then bam, 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 just destroyed me completely, and I was so mad. And then the fucking last wave was like everything besides the flying thing. I'm glad that didn't show up, but everything, a constant wave, and you just had to survive that for like 10 minutes, and then it'll be like, okay, now you can fire the missiles, and then you just sprint to the missiles, fire them, and then that ends the level. But I died so many times in each of those waves trying to survive. It was painful to do, and it was probably painful for my stream to watch. Man, that probably ranks up there in the hardest levels of games, like with the Cortana mission. The first game, oh my god, it was ridiculous. The game practically never fucking saved. Never. Unless you like finished a mission. There's no such thing as checkpoints. BioWare didn't understand what the fuck a checkpoint was. Like, you'd be playing for like 15 or 20 fucking minutes, then you die, and you jump all the way back to the start of the goddamn planet or level, whatever the fuck you were doing, because it wouldn't save. You'd literally have to make a habit of, after like every enemy or every group of enemies you killed, hit F5 all the time. Just hit F5, because if you didn't, your progress would be lost, and you'd have to fight all those enemies again. It was ridiculous. And then the second game and third game, automatically picked up on how fucked up the save system in the first game was, and did a better job of having checkpoints along the game where it would automatically save after you like complete an objective or defeat a large group of enemies. I'm really glad they fixed that, because as I was adjusting to that mechanic in the first game, it caused a lot of frustration for me. But amidst the amount of frustration that these games caused for me from some of the things I talked about, they did provide a good amount of fun, great amount of fun, great fucking story, awesome character development for each and every one of the main characters. Even some of the not main characters had some cool dialogue that you could sit in and listen. Great romance options. You could be male or female shepherd. You could be gay or straight. You could cheat. You could do relationships with pretty much any of the crew. I chose Liara. I'm pretty sure that's pretty much what the majority of people chose if they wanted to be loyal, was Liara in the first game. I stayed loyal to her through the second game, even though she barely had any part in the second game, which kind of pissed me off. I was like, where the fuck's Liara? Oh my god. The whole game, and then I find her, and it's like, oh, well, I guess I can't have her come with me because she's too busy being a thug or whatever. Which ended up working out for the better in the third game because of the connections she built there. But anyway, yeah, I stayed loyal to Liara through all three of the games. I didn't cheat with the news reporter. I didn't cheat with Specialist Trainer. I didn't cheat with anybody. I didn't cheat with Miranda, even, because she was really hot. But I didn't cheat. I stayed loyal to Liara, and I'm really happy with how that worked out. How it ended with us in love. God damn, now I'm getting my feels now. I'm remembering Liara's face as Shepard put her onto the ship as she got fucked up from that exploding truck running towards the beam. And then they're like, I love you. And that was the last time she saw him. And she was covered in blood, her and Garrus were. And I ran into my certain death. And God damn it, I'm getting my feels a little bit. Yeah. As you guys know, I get very attached to the stories. I love games that are like reading books with an incredible story that just immerses you into the world and stuff. But yeah, that broke my heart. At least Liara didn't die. In the second game, I lost 3 people, and it was pretty much dependent on who I put doing what job. So if I had happened to put Liara into one of those jobs in which that character was, whoever the character was pretty much doomed to die, I would have been heartbroken. I don't know what I would have done. Probably reloaded the save. Fucking put it. You stay over here. You're not doing shit, Liara. But yeah, no, that the romance aspect of the game was well built, well developed. Although I remember seeing some YouTube clips of some scenes, if you know what I'm talking about, that I did not get to experience in the game. I don't know how to get there. Maybe it's only Femshep and Femliara. Femshep and Liara. The shower scene? I didn't get that for some reason. I did get a male Shep and Liara scene. It was like 30 fucking seconds long. It was like the lamest sex scene ever. But I guess the point of sex scenes is to kind of get the idea across that, they did the deed. That pretty much accomplishes the mission. You don't need anything too graphic. But, it would have been nice to see some action in there, because of all the skin-tight clothes that all the females in the game wear. You can't help but stare at their butts every once in a while. I'm just being honest. Don't blame me, guys. Come on. If you were playing, you'd be like, what? Butt? Like, some of the dialogue scenes were even included butts. Like, one time I was talking to Miranda, her butt on the bottom left of the screen, and up from her butt you could see Shepard talking to her. So it was just like, hey, let's throw a butt into this dialogue that literally has nothing to do with their feelings for each other, which I made sure there were none. No, but this game, definitely one that I'm glad I played. My trek of playing games that I missed out on because I didn't have either the consoles or the knowledge or the interest in these classic games like Half-Life or Mass Effect. My trek is to play all these very important games, milestones in gaming, so I can get caught up with the rest of the community, and I can know what I'm talking about and have a little bit of experience behind my talking when it comes to video games. And I'm getting there. My gaming has gotten much better. I've gotten better at understanding games, understanding story, understanding how it all works. Anyway, that ends my rant on Mass Effect. I might go into the Twitch archives and download the last couple hours of that, so I can just upload my rage and also upload my ending of the game, just so y'all can see it. But you know, it is what it is. I highly suggest you play Mass Effect. It was really fun, and I enjoyed it. Enjoyed every aspect besides the stuff that I rambled about and got mad about. I wish they would fix that. They can't really fix it. The game's pretty much been out forever. Well, they could have done better then. But this has been another SmartyVlog on Mass Effect. I hope everybody has a great day wherever you are. Give somebody a high five, and see you guys later in my next vlog.